I think they're going to do a phenomenal job. But here are some facts. Kamala Harris is a radical left Marxist, rated even worse than crazy Bernie Sanders. Actually, rated even worse than Pocahontas. Has anyone heard of Pocahontas? She was an original creator of defund the police movement, and anybody who wants to defund the police for even 1 week is not worthy of being president of the United States. She was one of the originals. Defund the police. We want to defund the police. You saw when she went up to Minnesota and she was bailing people out that wanted to burn down everything. Remember? They said, oh, it's a friendly protest. This poor idiot from CNN used to, remember? He said, this is a friendly, then he got hit in the leg with like a rock or something, a hand grenade. He went down, remember, he went down. He went down! This is a friendly protest. Oh, this is very friendly. And behind him, the entire city of Minneapolis was burning. It looked like the Second World War. No, it was friendly. It's a terrible thing, but she wanted to bail out all those people that did that and cause death. She got a lot of them out. Kamala Harris vowed to abolish ICE. She wants mass amnesty for all illegals. She wants mass amnesty for people that have literally looked to destroy our country. It's all will go to one thing. It's going to bankrupt your Medicare, bankrupt your Social Security. And we mention again, 325,000 migrant children dead or in slavery right now and just plain missing. She was the Attorney General of the state of California. She redefined child sex trafficking. These are words or phrases: assault with a deadly weapon and rape of an unconscious person. She said, from now on, they will be called nonviolent crimes and reduced sentences accordingly. She pledged to confiscate your guns. She's going to take away your guns. I didn't let anybody touch that. Not an easy issue. I didn't let any. Does anybody in the room, please raise your hand, have a gun? That's a tough job. No, she wants to confiscate your guns and endorse a total ban of handgun ownership. What do you do when a bad guy comes into your house? What do you do? The bad guy walks in and he's got whichever gun you have. If you don't have a gun, you're in big trouble, right? I mean, you need to have, that's what they have the Second Amendment for. You know, the city with the strongest gun legislation. You can't have a gun, you can't get near it, you go to jail forever. Is a place called Chicago, and that's got the worst problem, right? That's got the worst problem. She even called for free sex changes for illegal aliens in detention. All paid for by the taxpayer. In other words, if you're being detained and you want a sex change, you can get, by the way, aside from the obvious, not such a great idea, it's a very, very expensive operation. And perhaps most revealing of all, she lied all about so many different things, but she lied about that little thing called McDonald's. She never worked there. And yesterday, Tampon Tim said, you know why they call him that? Because they sell tampons with special legislation in boys' locker rooms. Can you believe it? He says he's a freak. I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that. By the way, can you imagine if this guy happened along, right? Can you even believe this? And yesterday, Tampon Tim said they want to abolish the Electoral College, taking away all electoral power basically from the voters of places like Pennsylvania. Tim and Comrade Kamala are really a true threat. They are a true threat to democracy. I'm not a threat to democracy. I'm the one that's going to save democracy. I'm the one that's going to save it. I'm going to save democracy. They are a threat to democracy, and they really are, too. Also, you know, a big thing that's a threat is incompetence is a threat to democracy. It really is. Because much of the stuff they do, I think, is incompetence. But she's surrounded by very smart, very vicious people that have to be, that are very radical left lunatics, okay? But they are smart, in some cases genius. Look what they could do with elections. Look what they do. They're smart. And we have to be very careful. I talk about the enemy from within. They're the enemy from within. We have the enemy on the outside and the enemy from within. And the enemy, let's say you talk China, Russia, North Korea, you talk about different places. If you have a smart president, that's not going to be a problem. But the enemy from within is a very sick group of people, I can tell you, because I had to go through years of Russia, 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 and they knew it was fake. They knew it was fake. How about this? I have a son, Don, who's a great guy. He knew less about Russia. He knew less about Russia, David, than there's nobody in this room. Is there a child in the room? A child? Is there a young child? Huh? No, he's not that young, ma'am. He's about 70 years old. She's pointing to a guy that's like in his... Where is he? Okay, so you take a child. You take a child who's 5 years old. He knows more about Russia than my son. He knew nothing. And yet Adam Shifty Schiff came out of an intelligence hearing, and he said, Donald Trump Jr. will go to jail for what he did with Russia. And just understand, the whole thing was a made-up scam by him and Crooked Hillary and all these people. It was a scam. It turned out to be, and the writers at the New York Times got Pulitzer Prizes for their excellent journalism. No, but the thing turned out to be a scam. And then they admitted they were wrong. And we're suing the Pulitzer Foundation. We're demanding that they retract the Pulitzer Prizes with damages. And we're doing very well in that case. But think of it. He knows nothing about, and I call him, I say, are you okay? He said, yeah, Dad, I know nothing about what they're talking about. I have nothing to do with Russia. Absolutely. Here's a sleazebag that goes out and says, my son is going to go to jail on a con job that he made up along with Hillary and some of the others. Now think of it. How bad do you have to be to do that? He knows it's a phony story. They got caught, and now they've all admitted it was a con. It was a hoax, as we said, a scam. And they tell me my son's going to go to jail, and they all know it's a hoax. These are sick people. These are bad people. And we got to beat them, and we got to beat them badly, and we got to get them the hell out of there. We're going to get them out. But with your vote this November, we're going to defeat these radical left lunatics, and we're going to finish the job that we so brilliantly started. We had the greatest economy in the history of the world. Think of it, what we had going. On day one, I will seal the border. I will stop the migrant invasion. And we will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of our country. And I don't want to do that. I have a heart. I have a bigger heart than most of the people in this room, let me tell you. But you have no choice. It's not sustainable. We have to get them out. And we start with the worst of the criminals. We start with the drug lords. We start with the worst of the criminals. The illegal migrants coming into our country are taking the jobs of American citizens, the black and Hispanic communities in particular. The black communities, the Hispanic communities, and the unions are coming next. You watch. They're going to go after the unions. They're doing it, and they're here, and they shouldn't be here. I will end inflation, and I will make America affordable again. I will fight for and protect Social Security and Medicare. There'll be no cuts. There'll be no cuts. We won't be raising the age like they're going to end up doing. They'll be raising Social Security by 5 or 6 years. You watch. Very soon they're going to do it because it's not sustainable what they're doing. We will terminate Kamala's insane electric vehicle mandate. I will stop outsourcing and turn the U.S. into a manufacturing superpower. Working with Elon Musk, we will slash a record amount of government waste. I will end the war in Ukraine, stop the chaos in the Middle East, and prevent World War III. We will prevent World War III. I will crush the violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and the respect that they so dearly deserve. Our police are great. We're going to give them back their authority. It's been taken away. They destroy our police. They take away their house, their family, their car. They take away their pension. They want to do their job. We will rebuild our cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. I will support universal school choice. We will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools immediately. And we will keep men out of women's sports. I will defend the Second Amendment, protect religious liberty, and restore free speech, and we will secure, finally, our elections. We will secure them. Everyone will prosper, every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda once and for all. We want a landslide that is too big to rig. We want to have it. Too big to rig. Early voting is underway. Get everyone you know and vote, vote, vote. Get out there and vote. After all we've been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. With your help now until Election Day, this is such an important little period of time. We will redeem America's promise. We will put America first, and we will take back the nation that we all love. We love our nation. As an example, I didn't need this. I could be in the most beautiful beach in the world right now. Instead, I'm in the Commonwealth, which is okay with me. I like this better. A lot of people are in the beach. No, this is much better and much more important. It has nothing to do with like. November 5th will be the most important day in the history of our country, and together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. God bless you all. Thank you. Get out and vote. God bless you.